What's going on, Cowboys family? It's your boy Jerome from Cowboy Stradamus. So look, I'm coming to you making this video, man. Just want to speak on the free agency, first week of free agency, and did we make enough moves to get us to a Super Bowl? And quick, right to it, the answer is no. Out of all of the opportunities that we had with all of the player movement, all the free agents that was there, we got some good players. We made some good, solid moves. We did some solid re-signings, but none of those were championship level signings. There were two championship level signings to be had. To me, that was Bobby Wagner. That was DeAndre Hopkins. Also, getting one of these defensive linemen would have been a championship move. Your Daron Paynes, Javon Hargraves, Draymond Jones, Dalvin Tomlinson, one of these guys, right? Those would have been championship moves to me. Those would have been the moves getting the players in at the positions of need to boost us over and put us over the top. You know, even a Jesse Bates. And Jesse Bates got a little bit more than what I probably would have been willing or wanting to give for him. But Jesse Bates is a championship level player. He's a player that, he's a difference maker. He's a difference maker. And you need those type of, high level players, those all pro level type of players on your team. And I think we missed the boat. I think our additions allow us to truly compete for the divisional round and quite possibly make it out of the division round to the championship round. But are they Super Bowl moves? No. And at this point, as far as looking to the draft, to what we can add to this roster to get us over the hump, there's no other moves out there, in my estimation, that can be made from now on, unless you, if you get Bobby Wagner at this point, then that does bolster our case. I'll kind of give it to you, but I really think we missed the boat not going for DeAndre Hopkins. DeAndre Hopkins next to CeeDee Lamb would have been what we needed to free up the box for our runners. It would have been what we needed to take pressure off of CeeDee Lamb and to get Michael Gallup back to the level that he was operating at when Amari Cooper was here. But we didn't do that. Front office is still in this thing in which they know that we accept, bits and pieces and crumbs, and we'll call it a mountain. And so they do that, They're only required to do but so much because that's all we require of them. We give them praise and doing all of that for just doing regular maintenance, doing the things that they're supposed to do. So those weren't Super Bowl moves. But once again, I guess it's 28 years. How you doing, sir? Good morning. I guess it'll be probably another year that we don't reach the Super Bowl. And you just got to live with it. That's just a part of being, a Cowboys fan at this point. So that's my take on it. We did make some solid moves. LVE, bringing him back. I did like that. I wanted that just so we could have someone in the house right now. Damone Clark, we don't know who or what he's going to be. Devin Harper, Jabril Cox, we don't know who or what these players are going to be. So we needed somebody in to man that linebacker position that does know what they're doing and is, competent. So I like that. We got to get Jonathan Hankins re-signed. We have to get Jonathan Hankins re-signed. No doubt about it. I like bringing Fowler back. He's another person who could throw in there and keep that pass rush coming, keep it coming all game. So we made some solid moves. Don't get me wrong. They're not bad moves. If I was to give them a grade right now, I would give them a B. Yeah, a B. I give them a B because they re-signed who they needed to re-sign. They moved on from some players they need to move on from, Dalton Schultz, Ezekiel Elliott, and things of that nature. But they didn't go and do the home run signing. I like the Stephon Gilmore trade. I do like that. I like that. But they get a B. If I'm being generous, I'll give them a B+, but you don't get an A. You don't get an A. Unless you swing for the fences and hit that home run, that grand slam, i.e. Bobby Wagner, i.e. DeAndre Hopkins, that really, truly puts you, catapults you up into that Super Bowl contention, that true contender realm. I see what this team is. We all see what this team is. We got to stop looking through rose-colored glasses. When we look across the landscape of the league, You look at your, Buffalo Bills, your Philadelphia Eagles, your San Francisco 49ers. I mean, you look at other teams, your Bengals. You look at other teams, Raiders. You look at what type of firepower and artillery they got, and what we have. A Tony Pollard coming fresh off of a bad lower extremity injury for a running back, things of that nature. Two young tight ends who we like. Now we're looking at for them to man a position or whatnot. We got a quarterback in Dak Prescott who's good, but is not elite and needs a lot of help. He needs a lot of people doing their job around him. We got holes in the offensive line. Terrence Steele, one of our best linemen, who's is not going to start the season. Things of that nature. So we got a whole bunch of influx, a whole bunch of things that's uncertain, a whole bunch of question marks, and the Joneses did nothing so far in the offseason to quell those for me. The bar is set so low for a lot of people. They'll give you all of this, this and that, and oh, it's so good, and they're so great, and they did a solid job, but nothing that we've seen here is going to yield a Super Bowl. Nothing here is going to hoist the Lombardi, and that's what I'm all about. So we'll see what they have to do, but my grade right now for them is a B, and as we stand, I still don't see a roster, now, or that if we're just relying on draft and maybe sign, a bottom level player here or there and just re-sign our own. If we're going to, continue and move forward that philosophy for the rest of the offseason into the regular season, don't be expecting a Super Bowl. Just don't be, because there's teams that's much better that's better coached and just have better talent than us. That more than likely all the times that wins out than just hope and wishing and praying. So, yeah, that's my time. It's your boy Jerome, Cowboy Stradamus. I'll check y'all out later. Salute.